Tuesday, definitely feeling less gloomy, even if I feel a little bit more tired. At 2 o'clock bedtime last night, it's not something that I'm proud of. It's something that was necessary to get an offer out to a potential new client. I'm not entirely sure why I do this to myself, but sometimes you just have an opportunity and you have to decide, is it worth it? In this case, I thought, you know what? I like the vibe. I like the idea. Let me give it a bash. And so the offer is gone and I'm waiting to hear back. What is not gone, but rather back, is my lovely wifey. I'm super excited to have her back home. And one of the other benefits is that sounds a bit bad, is that the little man is still on holiday. That means that I have her all to myself. That also means that we will potentially be able to go tonight to a restaurant that does not have or require to have a kids' play zone. My name is Werner Pucher, and you are listening to Finding Frequency, one man's quest to eat at a restaurant without a kids' play zone. Let me rephrase that. One man's quest to find the extraordinary in the ordinary, one day at a time. So, as you can hear, I'm feeling quite chipper, especially for someone. Maybe it's a bit of delirium because I haven't had enough sleep. I need to remedy that soon. But I wanted to share a few thoughts with you. I am now coming to the end of my 17-day video challenge. Now, I did speak about it in one or two of the episodes before, but I've always been a bit shy about doing video or sharing content, and it is inherently something that I have to do in my line of work from time to time. But also I want to try and see and play around and see if I can use the medium of video a little bit more, maybe a little more effectively in some of the work that I'm doing. Now, the challenge consisted of tips and prompts every day for 17 days, except the weekends. And today is the last day. I still have to record my response, my video response for the prompt. But I started working on it and I thought, hey, I wanted to share this insight with you. And maybe you can join me on this prompt. Now, don't worry, you don't have to do a video. So the prompt today is that we have to go and look at the first video we did and then go and watch the last video. The video that when you listen to this or when I recorded this was the video that I did yesterday. I've done that and I find it very, very interesting. I can definitely see a difference. And I wouldn't say it's a difference that I would totally ascribe to the lessons I've learned in this online training. It wasn't about that. But it's just a stark difference of building up of confidence, just being in a group of people who were sharing and giving feedback very generously. It wasn't deep, intense critique on the videos I've done. We were just a group of people experimenting and playing in a very, very safe place. But then it also made me think that even in this world, even in the things that we do, maybe it is valuable to take a bit of a breather, take a pause, and take a look at what you've done. Take a look at not where you are at this very stage or moment, because that might make you feel a little bit depressed, but look at where you've come from. Look at what has brought you to this point. There's many of these aspects. Sometimes I feel, what have I done moving to a country where I don't speak the language, starting a business on my own, really sometimes feeling stressed out about the fact that, am I going to be able to make this work? But then when I zoom out and I look at the journey, and I know the journey is not finished, my video journey is not finished either, I feel inspired because it's not so much about the achievements, it's about the growth. So even if it's a failure, or it turns out to be a bad idea and I have to go back to a company, I will look at this journey and say, there was definite personal growth. There was definite growth in me doing all these videos. So I'm going to stop rambling on, and I want to encourage you to look at some of the stuff in your life. But look at where you started and look at where you're at now. And don't be overly critical. Try and spot the growth between point A and point B. And I believe, and I'm sure, you will be surprised. Thanks for listening.